And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, they'll look to attack, but with efficiency. They want to push the action, but they also want to make the most out of their possessions. They feel that's the key to being competitive on a consistent basis. And when you look at the rise of Chris Middleton, it's just a reminder of how inexact a science scouting can be, Kenny.
I'm telling you, a second-round pick back in 2012. Now, he's made steady improvement year after year, but no one could have seen this coming.
Yeah, we know his shooting is vital to this team, but his defense, a true two-way star in this league.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you so much for joining us. Do it again sometime, will you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot, and for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews, and it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Marquee matchup tonight, Brent. Everyone's been looking forward to this one. This is a statement game for both teams.
Part of this game tonight, Kevin, that'll be interesting. We know the stars will be stars in the game tonight. This is a great indicator for the coaching staff about maybe this is the guy we can rely on as the season goes on. Maybe come playoff time, this is the type of player who we know in bigger moments is ready to accept the challenge.
That's a good look inside the game. I like it. Here's Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Tough to match up with Eric Bledsoe. He's incredible at slicing up the D, especially using the bounce.
Now here's VanVleet. He's covered by Matthews. Clock at 6. VanVleet looking around, and he gets the jumper to drop. 1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision returned to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
Clock is at 3. Here's Matthews. Gasol with the rebound. Lowry against Bledsoe. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. A nice shot by Gasol.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Bledsoe outside. From past the arc. Here's Antetokounmpo. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Raptors lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter. First in the East and overall best record with those 60 wins last year. Just a great season and a great playoff run by the Bucks. Unfortunately, fell victim to a backdoor sweep in the conference final.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Hill. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. You know, Brent, the Bucks had never lost 3 games in a row all of last season until that Toronto series.
Think about how much that might impact what it is they rely on coming into this year, where they're not going to let that loss last year in the playoffs define them. It's a big learning curve. They had an opportunity. They were that close. They can hold on to that motivation all year long and get back to that opportunity. Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet, Kevin?
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Here's McCaw. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Floats it up for Giannis. Here's Anunoby. He's guarded by Hill. Ilyasova against Lowry. Pass to McCaw. Back to Lowry. 4 on the shot clock. Wallace Jefferson can't hit.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Drops in the tray. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Toronto ahead. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. Got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense. Called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Powell in at the 3. Raptors with the lead. Siakam finds Lowry. And Lowry gets double-teamed. And here's Gasol outside. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks.
And last year, Chris Middleton not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Right side Gasol. Outside for Lowry. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in. Lowry's got 8 points.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Back to Bledsoe. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Powell for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Back to Bledsoe. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Siakam. The rebound by Gasol. Lets it fly from 18. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
2 points. That one goes.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
The third quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside Hill. Fires the 3. He's off on that one, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Van Vliet. Passes it to McCaw. The 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. McCaw has got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto. Hill looking around. Down low, Ilyasova. Toronto grabs the miss. 1:03 left to play here in the fourth.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Toronto.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyle Lowry.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Boucher is checked in. Johnson comes in for Norman Powell. Miller's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Payne in for Kyle Lowry. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. And there's the pass to Boucher. Back to Payne. To the paint. Goes back up. Shot's good by Boucher. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.